Right, one more thing I'll bring up is, of all the people who came to your sort of defence, Cary Silkin, former Ring of Honor owner, once again reiterated the fact that Flair really screwed him over by stealing $41,000 that Cary paid him up front for unfulfilled Ring of Honor appearances. Cary then said that he was going to go sue him, went to a lawyer and basically said there's already 100 people trying to get money out of Rick and you're going to be like the 101st in line, so I wouldn't even bother.
Well, I called Cary, or Cary called me, I forgot. And I asked him, and he readily admits, he says, don't blame Rick. He says, blame me. He said, I'm the idiot. And I don't mean to use the term idiot, but he said, I'm the guy who gave him the money. And he said, what it was supposed to be, I gave him the money to make future appearances in Ring of Honor that he just never acknowledged and never intended to appear on. And he said, I didn't get it on paper. And I said, well, that idiot, that idiot tag might work. But he just took the money. And I don't know where he said he gave him $10,000 an appearance that he never fulfilled. And he never even heard from him. Like he would call him, he would never answer. He would send him emails, never answer, lawyers. He just wouldn't answer it like it didn't exist. And there is another WCW guy that helped him with his wedding, and they rented a venue for it. And I think he owes him like $20,000. And when it come time to pay up, he turned to Rick, and Rick said, I got to give it to you later. So the guy paid the $20,000. And then he couldn't find Rick either. Rick, when you don't want him, he's all over the place. Like if you want to find Ric Flair badmouth him, then he'll come out. But otherwise, he just, if he owes you money, not going to do it. That's not even talking about the IRS problems he had, and he's had those for years. He borrowed money from Jim Crockett, borrowed money from Vince McMahon, and big money from Vince McMahon. And Vince says, don't even think about paying me back. Well, hell, I wish I could find a guy like that. So, but anyway.
Well,
but that's Vince. That's Ric Flair in a nutshell.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna half quote Rick here on. I believe he said this on his own podcast, but I don't have it written down, so I'll probably butcher the quote. He said that he's only got 3 real friends in his life: Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, and Conrad Thompson, and that's because they will lend him money and ask no questions.
No kidding. Huck, I need one of those friends. Yeah. Now, Huck, I don't know. You might have to put a little waiver in there because I don't know if Huck would loan him. Of course, I don't know that if that's who his real friends are. I wonder, do they consider him a real friend? Conrad's his father-in-law.
Well, the other way around. Son-in-law.
Conrad is Ric Flair's father-in-law. Right?
No. Ric Flair is Conrad's son-in-law. No, I've got it wrong. Forget it. He's someone's son-in-law and someone's father-in-law.
Yeah, so he's related by marriage to Conrad. So if you take the $300,000 that he said he got, well, he could have got it, but under normal circumstances, I don't think he would get that much money, and I still really don't believe it because I think the total house was only 400 something.
Maybe, of course, they had pay-per-view as well.
They had a pay-per-view. But I still don't think he's gonna give him $300,000 out of the pay-per-view thread, the chain. Just say I'm doubtful of that.
Okay.